everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play Motorsport Manager with the Phoenix Knights Racing Team. Yes indeed, it's the final race of the season. It's Dubai. So, without further ado, we're going to crack on today because we've got some stuff to do after the season has finished. We're going to continue on and get our car ready for next season. Plus I'm going to football in 45 minutes. So can I squeeze it all in before then? Yeah, touch and go. If not, I'll have to do the post-season stuff in a separate session. It won't make a difference to you because you're going to see it at the same time regardless. Anyway, our factory has finally been upgraded. Here it is in all its splendour. It's now level 3, which puts us up a little bit on the old headquarters. Now 6th best headquarters on the grid, which allows us now, if we go to the car, allows us to be able to increase the performance and reliability of 6 parts at a time. Pretty nifty. No use to us now, but will be a big use to us next season. And we've offered Maxine Solder a new contract. She is... Eva Harding. We've offered Eva Harding a new contract, as you can see here. We're happy to keep her on for another season. She has the stats in the right places. She has got a contract to run down for another 13 months, so we're going to keep Solder for now. But we have made an offer. Paddy Lock, his contract is running down in a month's time. We don't want to risk him renewing it with Steinman, so we're going to go for him now. We will have to pay some kind of a buyout clause, but we're asking him to pay half of it, so it's not too bad. He's going to cost us 600,000 a race, which is considerably more than we're paying our current designer. The buyout clause is 390,000. The signing on fee is 1.875 million, and the qualifying bonus is as much as we could offer, which is 225,000. But we've made that for first place, which we're not going to get, so we're not going to pay the bonus, are we? Secrets, little tricks of the trade. So we'll see what happens here. This is pretty much as we can offer him. So if he rejects this, we're a little bit scuppered, because A, I don't want to pay any more than this, and B, we really can't afford to pay any more than this. So we'll see what happens there. But we're straight into the race weekend. It's 10th or above. It's Dubai. It's a very low tyre wear track, so the tyre compound should be fine. It's going to be dry weather, so we'll be simulating qualifying. So I'm going to go right on through to the race. See you on the grid. Alright, hello everybody and welcome to the starting grid of the final Grand Prix of the season. Practice was done, qualifying was simulated due to the dry weather, and I thought I'll bring you straight to this screen to give you a bit of melodrama. Where did we qualify in the final race of the season? Can we go out with a bang? Well, let's find out, shall we? We didn't get qualifying trim up to level 15%. We got qualifying trim up to 5%. It's a long lap round here, and therefore the longer the lap, the slower the bars go up in relation to your different bonuses. This is one of the longest laps of the season, so we didn't get qualifying trim up as high as we would have wanted, but race trim is, and we can utilise the soft tyres on both drivers for all 3 stints. Tyre wear is very low. The soft tyre will endure 5 lap stints quite easily. So everybody can use soft tyres, no need to use mediums or hards, so it's pretty much going to be a pretty straightforward race. So let's have a look at the grid. Veracruz on pole and Wexler for a front row Scuderia Rossini lockout. We've got Becker and Chapman 3rd and 4th. You've got Steinman, the usual players in the top 10. Again, the top 5 teams occupying the top 10 slots, but we usually qualify around about 12 to 15. 11th, 12th is there, as you can see as we keep scrolling down. 13th, 14th, there's still no sign of our drivers here. Zoe Sharp 15th in the Thornton, which is a worse car than ours, and Blanc there in 16th as well, and Van Dort Racing 19th and 20th. Yes, qualifying was a bit of a nightmare. Don't know what happened. Weight stripped the cars as per normal, and soft tyres, it just didn't seem to work. I think it was the fact that we didn't get that extra 10% qualifying bonus. And I should also point out that Sundin has lost her super overtake mode. Maybe Sirikov has found out. and the team have removed it from her car. Who knows? But they're now on level playing fields in qualifying, and Sirikov out-qualifies her. Yes. Anyway, should we hope their race is better? Somehow, though, I don't think it will be. As we wait for the lights to go out, it's going to be a relatively painful race, I feel, as Sundin, as is usually the case, gets off to a pretty bad start. She just hasn't mastered the starts, has she? We'll follow Sirikov for now, who has rocketed his way up into 14th position, and he still isn't finished yet. Look at him go! He is absolutely flying! He's made up 9 places in the first few corners. He's in 10th position. He is not... excuse me. As the excitement takes over me, he is not messing around. Qualifying may have been poor, but we've optimised our strategy for the race. And this could be the sign. Look at him, he's got a purple sector, the fastest sector of anybody on the track. I got a feeling it's going to start to go backwards, as is currently happening right now, but it's a good start. It's better than a slap in the face. Is it not? I think it is. So for the first stint, Sirikov is going to be brought in after just 4 laps. We're going to get him into some clear air and hope for an undercut. Sundin will do the full 5-lap stint, and we'll take it from there. As I said, the weather's pretty hot usually here, but it's 21 today, which is not roasting, so we can push the tyres without fear of overheating them too much. And also the tyre wear situation isn't too bad, so we don't have to worry about that either. These tyres can do 6 to 8 laps. We're only requiring them to do 5 and 4 lap stints, so we should be fine there. Sundin's still in 20th position. Sirikov just slipping back to 15th after being up as high as 10th. It's looking pretty bad. And even, look at that, we've got a Ferrari, excuse me, a Scuderia Rossini. Veracruz has obviously had a bad start somewhere along the lines. He's stuck in the mire here. What's happened? What has happened to him? Right, we're going to just cross the line on this lap, and then we're going to assess the fuel situation. I think we've got plenty, to be quite honest, but we'll just assess it. I'll pause the session and see what's going on. Right, so we need... He's going in on lap 4. No, I'm looking at the wrong screen. So he has to do 2 more laps, is that right? So, no, that's not right. He has to do 1 more lap, in fact. This is lap 2. Oh no, this is lap 2, yeah. So lap 3 and then lap 4. Yeah, so we need to turn him down to high. He's just about getting there now. Tyres, the temperatures are just getting up there. Everybody's still pushing though, so I think we'll just go, instead of going to normal, we'll just keep it on high perhaps for a little bit longer. No, we'll turn him down to normal here. The temperatures are getting too high. And we'll turn her down because she has to do an extra lap, so just keep him there. We're in the traffic as well, so we don't really benefit much from overly pushing anyway. It's when we get into, in fact, it's when we get into the open air that we're going to utilise that pace. So even though Sirikov is in 14th, as we can see, the points aren't too far up the road. We can see him, or less than a couple of seconds behind the points, so there's no need for us to panic just yet. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's finally got past this Veracruz. It didn't take him, it took him longer than I expected, but it was always going to happen, wasn't it? It was always going to happen. So here we go. Let's have a look at the fuel as we cross the line now. Yeah, we've still got plenty. So this is his in-lap. We're going to give him full power now for his in-lap. And we're going to bring him in. We're going to put him back on another set of softs. We're going to fuel him for a longer second stint. It's going to be a 5-lap second stint. Has to be. And parts are fine. There's a 37% chance of mistake due to the fatigue of some of our pit crew. So we'll keep our fingers crossed that that doesn't happen. But yeah, he's good to go. Sundin has to do another lap after this one, so she's just beginning to run a little bit low on the fuel. So we'll follow Sirikov. He's been given full power. So luckily I've got plenty of tyre life left. As I said, tyre life not going to be an issue here today. So can he make the power count here? No, because he's getting passed by Flores, but no, he isn't. I speak too soon. He's not getting passed by Flores. They just turn him down to high. Don't want him to run out of fuel. In the last race, we got passed on the line, I remember, by Lundqvist. And the reason why we got passed on the line by Lundqvist is because Sirikov ran out of fuel right at the death, which was a bit of a shame. And I'm a bit wary now that the fuel is getting down there and we're not quite near the pits yet. So we'll turn him down. Oh, dearie me, we've literally cut this very fine. But he's in. He's in. The pit stop starts now. Sundin has a fair bit of fuel left. We'll put her on high and we'll give her the full pushing as well, and we'll just bring her in whilst we remember. She's going to go for a full mashings of fuel also. Fine. And fine. But it's all about Sirikov here. It's all about Sirikov. Any mistakes? No. Big 2 thumbs up there. Right, we're going to give him the full power. Full power for the first lap after coming in to try and get some kind of an undercut working. And as for Sundin, she's in 15th, but again, people have pitted, so it's not quite a true position. And even her, with her aggressive tyre consumption when compared to Sirikov, their tyres are still lasting out pretty nicely here as well. So they are just about to go off though. But we won't worry about that. She's near the pits now. So coming around the last few corners, as I said, it's a pretty long lap here. Pretty long lap. Still 10 laps to go. The tyres have now gone into the red zone, but not an issue. In she comes. Let's see where she comes out. So she's coming into the pits. The tyres are on. The fuel is going in. No mistakes. It's a good stop. It's a good stop. We'll give her a bit of a... Oh, there it goes. Oh, no, Sirikov has gone flying past. Sirikov has gone flying past. We'll turn down the situation now. Let's have a look. He's come out in 16th position. There are people ahead of him on slower tyres, on mediums. Don't know why they're using medium. There's no need to use medium. But there you go. Strange strategies all around. But she's not in last anymore, which is a slight bonus. But she may have spoken too soon. I think she will be passed by Schmidt at some point, I feel. So Sirikov is in 16th. There's no sign of the points from this position. 10th place is 11 seconds up the road, so we have fallen back a touch. I've got a feeling that we're going to get no higher than around about this position. Seems to be, whatever reason, we're struggling today. Struggled in the last race as well. I don't know what's going on. Perhaps the other car's developments have just superseded our own. Well, to be fair to him though, he's up into 13th. And this is a valid position. So it's not all doom and gloom. But he has to go another 3 laps. Plenty of tyre life. There's just temperatures are getting up there. His fuel is just about there also. So Sundin is in 19th. Turn her down. I think her tyres have just gone into the red zone. I've been a bit slack there. Kind of neglected Sundin today, mainly because she's struggling horrendously. It's all about Sirikov and can he make the points. It's look at that, the points are here. The points are here. Just like in Brazil, they're tantalisingly close, but we just can't quite reach out and grab them. It's not for lack of trying, I tell you that much. It's not for lack of trying, and we are still trying. With all our heart and spirit and fight, we're trying, I tell you. We are going to fight to the end. We ain't going to make 2 more laps after this, are we? It's just going to be 1 lap after this. Yeah, it is. So we might as well just give him straight overtake mode from here, because he's going to do 1 more lap, and he's going to have to do a 6-lap stint to finish. We've already burnt through too much fuel. So we'll give him all of the power that we can possibly give him, and then for the final lap of his stint we'll give him also extra authority to push his tyres. Okay, so he's got 1.3 laps of fuel. That should be fine. We're going to give him full tyre life here. So he is catching the cars ahead. So if we can get an excellent in lap, a good pit stop, and a very quick out lap, we could be looking at potential of points. And considering where we qualified, to be even in with a sniff is certainly a damn good effort, if you ask me. Right, we're going to turn to high. Let's have a look at where we are on the track. Ooh, I'll put it to medium. I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit worried here. And we better bring him in, actually, as well. So you're probably screaming at your screens here. I've not pitted him, you fool! I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Okay, here we go. London's only going to get one more lap, so we're going to give her full authority to push now as well. Oh, if we could just get past it would be glorious. If we could just get past it would be glorious. We're not going to get past. Oh, we just get past on the line there. Right, this has to be a good stop. Come on, we're in with a chance here. Don't screw me over, pit crew, please. We've had too many screw overs this season from the pit crew. Full tank of fuel. Here we go. He's out. I'm going to give him a quick out lap. Come on. Come on. Bear with me. Come on, we'll go normal there. So this is it. This is the important part of the race now. This is it. The one lap, the one out lap he has to push. She is coming in this lap. Let's get it right. Let's get it right. Let's get it right. Less fuel for her. Yes, fine. Fine. I'm going to risk a fast pit stop, you know. Do you know what? Bugger it. What's there to lose? She's already down in the doldrums. I'm going to risk it. 2 seconds is a lot of time on the track if we can make a quicker pit stop here. Surikov is in clear air. He's pushing. His fuel situation isn't looking too good. We don't have excess fuel here, so we can't quite go any quicker now. Otherwise, well, I'm not having enough fuel to finish the race. He needs to cross the line with exactly 5 laps of fuel left. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. Ooh. He needs to cross the line with exactly 5 laps of fuel left, and he's it's touch and go. It's nip and tuck. We will save some fuel by sticking in normal. 19th, 17th, 16th. Sundin out in dead last. She's got an extra lap of fuel though, so we can actually really give her some good pushing here. Car condition? Not a problem. So how far's Surikov up the road? He's not massively far. So if he's going to get round about 13th, 14th, then she's not going to be too far off herself. Maybe around about 50th, I don't know. I don't know. He's holding the pack up in 16th position. Is there anybody else to pit in front of us? Not for tyres, but certainly for fuel. So although the tyre life looks good on some of these cars, I think they're going to pit again for fuel. So it's not as bad as it may look at the moment. Not quite so bad, although we are getting overtaken, which is bad. Cars are going out of the pits. There's a Thornton there. We're up into 15th. Is there still some more cars to pit is the question, and even if there is, we're really struggling to hold these guys off. Sundin's coming with our excess fuel. We've now into excess fuel with Surikov, which is good. I don't think we're going to do it. I don't think we're going to do it. Just as long as we don't finish bloody last. As long as we don't finish last, please. What a whimper. Instead of going out with a bang, we're going out with a damn whimper and oh, we're all over and our belly's tickled. Right, there's nothing left for us to do. We're going to actually go into 2-speed here. I mean, the lofty heights of 2-speed. Dare I go out of control here? There I go. A lot of people pitting as we're coming round the last few corners. Will we pass any of them is the question. The answer is, a couple. He's gone off the track. Oh, a mistake. We're up into 13th. We're up into 13th. She's stuck at 18th and struggling to get past somebody. Stop whining and just start driving, dear. That's all you need to do. We're 13th position. Is it? If there's anybody else that needs to pit, we could be okay. Right, we're going to push the tyres at this point. Push the tyres. We're struggling to push the engine. Somebody's in the pit and fixing their parts. 12th. Sunday's right there. Look at her. She ain't giving up, is she? She is not giving up. We're going to give her some tyre life now. She's just on the borderline. Becca's retired, which means we're going to go up into 11th. This is 10th place. This is 10th position. We're going to give him full power. Full power. Full power. He's got a problem. He's slowing us down. We could get points here today. How has this transpired? He's up into 11th, but there is a retirement ahead of him. Come on, Surikov. He's putting his foot down here. We're up into 10th position. Did not expect this. Sundin is up into 16th. She's got a load of cars. No. Do not let them pass. Do not let them pass. Come on, Surikov. Cling on for dear life. Cling on for dear life. The tyres are going off. We're passing another car. We're up into 9th. We're up in... How on earth is this happening? I was convinced we were going to be outclassed today after a poor qualifying, and for the first half of the race it looked like my theory was correct, but all of a sudden we have managed to pick up 2 points and finish in 9th. Sundin clawed her way back, bless her, to 14th, which is only 3 seconds behind Surikov. Respectable. Very, very respectable indeed. I've got to say, I'm very, very proud of the guys. Very proud. The pit crew didn't falter under pressure. Surikov drove his heart out. 3 soft tyre stints. A retirement to Becca helped. You've got to take your luck, haven't you? The good with the bad. And somehow, from 19th on the grid, he's made up 10 places in the race. Finished 9th. Sundin started on the back of the pack, and she's managed to claw her way up to 14th. With the second worst car on the grid. Damn good drive, guys. Next season, better car. Potential for some decent finishes, if all goes well, hopefully. No rules broken for us. No rules broken for our opponents, it seems. So the final race of the season, you've got to say, we did go out with a bang, because picking up points in this car is always a brilliant result, and especially when we pick up 2 points, it's you've got to put things into perspective. So this is the final finishing positions here. Becca, the champion, retired in the last race. Bit of a bad way to end the season for him, but he won't care. He's the champion. Harry Chapman in second, a long way clear of the rest. Well done to those guys. But Surikov and Sundin, 11th and 12th. Good effort for the first season in World Motorsport Championship. 6th place finish for Phoenix Knights. 6th place finish. We'll take it. Of course he's delighted. So what we'll do now, I've got 10 minutes before football, so we won't get everything done before I go. So I'll finish off and go through the post-season stuff, such as the prize money and that such kind of thing. And when it gets to the pre-season, where we start to prepare our car for next season, I'll cut the session there, and I'll just do a separate standalone session for the pre-season preparations, which will be obviously a shorter affair than normal. We got our bonuses, of course, not for qualifying, but for the race. So 1.4 million down the drain. So there he is, world champion, Steinman, Becker, 22, this young lad. He's not even as good as Surikov. $55 million for finishing first. Wow, that is absolutely insane. How much do we get then? How much do we get? I'm Potter rubbing his hands together here. What do we get? 40 million would be nice. I'm not greedy. We don't need 55. Here we go. Do we see right here? Do we see? Ah, forget your interviews. Go away. Pit crew review. Yeah, they did well. Yes. Mistake free. Exactly. Can't ask for more than that, can you? Can't ask for more than... Where's our money? Where's our moolah, man? Come on. Give it to me. Here are the drivers. Plenty of drivers. Of course, Sundin is staying for next season, but we will be looking to replace her for the season after that. So we'll be keeping our eyes open. We're going to advance the time. Car repair complete. We've got promotions and relegations. Calendar. Let's have a look at not the calendar. I want to see where. There we go. Contract proposals. Are they going to come? Are they going to come? Right. This is also important for us to do. I don't think it makes a difference, but I just want to ensure that I do it just in case it does. Put the best. Fit the best parts to the car to ensure that they carry forward for next season. So we're giving the drivers the best parts, so the best suspension that we've got, the best gearbox that we've got, the best engine that we've got, the best brakes, and let's just continue to improve the engine and the gearbox for the next 5 days, and then they'll be maxed out. So that's where we currently stand. Now that we have actually fitted all of the parts to our cars, this is actually a true reflection now of our performance. So we've gone up from the 9th best car on the grid to the 8th best. Not as high as I would have thought that we were going to go, must be said. Of course, best suspension. Even though this doesn't make sense to me. You see, this bar says that this is the average on the grid. We're above the average on the grid for rear wing. However, we're down as having the 10th best, which makes no sense to me. 9th best, 10th best there, 6th best acceleration, and 6th best engine. So put all of that together, that doesn't seem to me to equal 8th best car on the grid. But we'll see what happens next season. Where are we? Oh, contract's running down. Lead designer. Ooh. If we don't renew it, he's going to go. So, it's this touch and go situation. Here we go. Here we go. How much? Ooh! 49 million. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, fire. That's pretty nice. Oh! Manager of the season is Potter. I got to agree. When we win the championship in the Asia Pacific Cup, when we win the championship in the European Racing Series, Potter wasn't manager of the season. We finished 6th in our first season here. We're manager of the season. We'll take it. Becker, of course. And the Windsor Racing chairman set to retire. Do you think they'd approach Potter for a job? He'd turn him down in a flash. Right. Here we go. There's been no rule changes. He likes change. There was no change. We're anti-change here. So McNeil Racing. Ooh, we remember those from our Asia Pacific Cup days. They are coming up to the World Motorsport Championship. Velen are going down. So here we go. Eve Harding. Sign on the dotted line, my dear. Surely you want to come back to the team that is going to win the championship in the next 3 seasons? Balcazar joining Scuderia Rossini. We look at the cars and the movers and shakers at the start of the next season. Engelhardt going to Steinman. Interesting. Okay, so she is going to sign. And we are happy to say welcome back. Paddy lock, paddy lock, paddy lock, paddy lock. Renegotiation. Oh dear. Back to the drawing board. What's he not happy with? It's a signing on fee. He's happy with everything else though. We can't go any higher. 3.75 million. 3 million? We have just got like 60 million in the bank. We'll go 3 million. Last chance. Do we want to risk it for the sake of 750 grand? I don't think we do. Just give him the lot. Just give him the whole lot. Just give him the whole lot and have done with it. Don't take the risk. Staff. This guy is going, so if we don't get Locke by the time his contract runs out, we lose him, and then we're going to be with no designer. That would be catastrophe. Pre-season has started, and the car design has been unlocked. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Ah, so we design the next car. Oh, okay, we design next season's car now. So I'm going to end the session here. And in the next one, we'll design next season's car. Don't forget, we've got some money put aside for next season's car that we've been saving up to go on top of the 60 million. And we're going to get a chairman payment before the next season starts. So we'll have roughly, I think, about 90 million, 80 to 90 million to go forward with next season. So we're going to build a couple of buildings. We're going to, of course, get this new designer, hopefully. And we're going to design parts like they're coming out of fashion. Because we need to continue our progress towards next season. So, join me next time when we shall partake in pre-season. See you soon.